All right, guys, today we're going to do issue number 2 of Ghost from Dark Horse Comics by, what's his name? Eric Luke, Adam Hughes, is that how you say it? Mark Farmer, that's Mark Farmer. Mark Farmer and Alan Davis, right? They did a lot of things together, if I remember correctly. And Tom Simmons doing the ink. So you can read it, pause the video if you want. So, I think I'm gonna do an ongoing reviews of this series until I get bored of it, or maybe people don't like it anymore. So yeah, without further ado, let's dive in. So Adam Hughes, I'm not sure how you say it correctly, by the way, but it doesn't matter. You all know who it is. I love the small touches here. Here as well. So there's a young couple in love. I mean, Adam Hughes is a fantastic artist. Unfortunately, doesn't do interior work anymore. Only pin-ups and covers, I believe. Could be wrong. Anyway, so there is a voice, and the voice is that he says, "I'm happy with her. She smiled with just the corner of her mouth. She had a fruity giggle when she wanted to be romanced. There is nothing I can do about it." So I was reading this and I thought, who is talking? I thought this guy, talking about her. Well, it isn't. It seems that there's this guy, a stalker. I'm fascinated by the horrifying image of her being happy with anyone. I feel sick doing this. This isn't me. I deal with percentages, with interest, with numbers. But what do you do when the numbers don't add anymore? She always used to turn on the TV with me too. I'm sweating, shaking with anger. So is this maybe an ex-boyfriend or a friend maybe? I'll take control this way. I control them by watching them. Time to get out of here. Time to be normal. But then someone is behind him. He shows me the truth. Women are evil, like cats, conniving, cheating, laughing. That throaty giggle. It explodes at the base of my spine and opens up and like a red flower to engulf me until I become one with the warm, wet petals. And then I became nothing. I am reborn. I'm more than I was. I am pure now. Forget the percentages. I can do anything. I like that. So this is a ghostly possession, I think. And I like this kind of intrusion, right? If that's the word, and him taking control of this body, of this smoke. Yeah, this looks great. And of course the signature of Adam Hughes, right? Without an H, but it's the same letter. And then he crashes in and says, "Frank, my God, this is too much. You've been shadowing us. Some that we but at shadows kiss. Some have but a shadow's bliss." Frank? Oh no. He has a glass. And now she's dead. Oh my God. And then we have Ghost here in this room, in this bedroom. A shiver up my spine. And not for the first time I wonder, would a dead person shiver? I almost feel somebody watching me. No woman of woman born. So yeah, I know Ghost for a very long time. I don't know, but that's about it. I know who she is. I don't know her powers to the extent. I know that she's a ghost and that she can materialize and vice versa. She can float, and her name was let me. I forgot. Eliza, right? She's been killed, and she is angry, right? Angry at men. A name McCready has killed me, and I still don't know why. He went vegetable after I scared him. That's what ghosts are supposed to do, isn't it? Scare people. Each of these men was connected with him some way, an accountant, a bookkeeper, or his whipping boy. When these guys freak, the crime's all against women. Just the kind that, pardon the expression, gets me where I live. So she is, now basically investigating murders, right? And then she is sitting here down in Arcadia and in this graveyard. And then she sees this in blood. Coward or brave. Looks great, by the way. And I need to get this. I need to get this. And then we go to, I don't know, Master of Kung Fu Shang-Chi. Okay, that's not him. So he says, or the narrative says, he comes to do battle. There's been a rash of killings in Arcadia, so bizarre that it made national news. He recognized the pattern and caught the next plane. He listens to the tearing. There's a sound to the ripping of reality that is like no other. He's been hearing it since he was a child. So then he's waiting. Demons are never quiet about their business, but now that he is here, it's too quiet. It sets him on the edge. Nice lighting. He comes to do battle, but can't find the enemy. Okay. Then this guy, I don't know who he is, but he is. Then we have this paper about woman killed traffic accident. I believe this is his ex-girlfriend and wants to get him back, and she's a little bit unhinged, right? And she wants to, I don't know, have another shot with this guy. And then we go back to Ghost. I'm disconnected, off balance, can feel my anger. Someone was inside my home. They wrote on my wall in blood. I try to stay away from those feelings of violation we all know about. Whoever this is, they're pushing me. And then, this is great, by the way. Love this image because coming back to that little... this is the costume of Wonder Girl from DC Comics, from Teen Titans. And it, has this M and you turn around, it's the W. It's really well done. Anyway, so who is this guy? Well, it seems that this guy was working for that guy that killed her, right? And he's some kind of a driver for McCready, right? This isn't exactly a step up for him because he's now a taxi driver or something. He had to wipe off the backseat 3 times tonight. I'm waiting for him to brag about his old job and let something slip. This is just a place for it. Men love to tell women about what they used to do, almost as much as what they're going to do. And then she sees this piece, right? And then we go to the strip club. I steal myself, she says. I know this woman is making money with her Bobby, probably because a lot of other options ran out. I can't stop myself imagining the little girl that grew up to find herself here at this moment, writhing to fill the dark places inside all these strangers. But there's something more here, something that stops me dead. So what happens next is he goes into a room, and this guy is following him, and while she is just looking at this woman, my eyes have closed deep inside. It's what I felt in that place, the hell I passed through to jump space. That's in Ghost Special, by the way. Though she stopped feeling it a long time ago. She's terrified. It's happening again. He's shooting the strippers. He skipped the show. This is the fastest way to turn a woman into an object. I'm going to let him know how he feels. Right? What's happened next is pretty cool. No one man or woman born coward or brave can shun his destiny. This is great. Look at this. She's in total shock. And she's being hit by this guy. It's Homer, my dear. You learned it in high school. I guess it's true what they say about pretty women and what's inside their heads. Let's open it up and find out, shall we? Now, I know Homer, wasn't he Greek? And a philosopher? I could be totally wrong. Subscribe to my channel and leave a comment below. and then, like I said, Brandon Lee comes in. I'm just joking. It's not Brandon Lee. So he's here. Leave that host, coward. Face me on your own. Oh, of course, my dear. Dear boy, no need for all this trouble. You look much more inviting. Girls go for that whole Bruce Lee thing you're doing. I bet I could get any girl in this place with your looks. Well, the live ones. And then he's shooting some kind of a weird arrow, maybe enchanted into this, whatever this creature is, right? Ads. And he says shouts to Ghost, don't touch it, something's wrong. It hasn't left this plane. You're not one of the ethereal. What are you? Let me take those for you, after all. The Prince of Darkness is a gentleman. He's been stabbed, right? You seem upset. Let me assure you, we're going to have such fun, you and I. And then he goes, grabs in, and flies away. Touche, my dear. I believe that's first point to you. I was right. He's playing a game. And then, so they are floating above the sky, and this Asian guy says, he tells me not to take him to he tells me to take him to his hotel room instead of a hospital. I don't argue. He looks like he had experience with this. So she says, I'm a ghost. That is all you need to know, because he asked her for her name. So I am called King Tiger, he says. And she says, give me a break. I'm sorry about tonight. The Sphinx break all the rules. So I was only able to find it by listening to the police band for the next outbreak of violence. I don't care about the rules. How does it know things about me, things I've forgotten? I don't know, he says. If the rules are changing, we're all in big trouble. God looks great. And it seems that he is not alone, and there's a woman or a girl waiting for him. She doesn't seem too worried. Tiger lived through worse than this, much worse. It's almost cliche, right? You know, Asian guy and then Western women. Not that I complain or something, but it's, you know, to a certain degree, a little bit cliche. But what do I know? I mean, I'm enjoying that. I've seen it in Bruce Lee movies and in other comics as well. You know, I don't mind. Anyway, so why is it after you, says Tiger. What's the connection? I think I know where it's from. I've been there twice. Well, what does she talk about? Well, it seems, if I'm correct, could be wrong, when she is phasing or teleporting, she goes to another place, a part of hell where creatures are roaming, waiting for her, right? And maybe it's coming from there. You know, it's been on the loose. I mean, we see it in the last issue of issue number 1. There was something coming through a tear, right? You know, a tear of reality. This thing is everything I hate, she says. It's a checklist of everything that makes me lose control, as if it has been created for you. Is it after you? If it is after you, you're the one who can kill it. You use 45s, right? These might help. How do I hunt it? Oh, I wouldn't worry about that. What's with the lip? It'll come to you. So she is waiting, right? And then this blimp is turning around. I got another one for you, Eliza. When life is woe and hope is dumped, the world says go. The grave says come. I mean, I really like this shot. It really reminds me of Batman, the animated series, with the aesthetic, you know, and Gotham City with this, there's a word for it. Golden age, something like that. I don't know, but there's a word for it. Looks great. But she says, I'm ready. And adds. So she says, you called me Eliza. What are you? Why are you here? There is something about the woman on fire. Do you know the light that behind you is so bright I can actually see the outlines of your body under all that white? Do you know what it does that to me? Do you know what that does to every man you ever meet? Do you really know? If you really feel it, it will bring you to your knees. But you will never know. Woman will never know that power that drives us to do things you'll never even dream of. So he's, what's the word? Misogynist. He's a misogynist. That's the modern word. I hate that word. But you know, in this case, you know, there's a theme, you know, that, you know, violence against women. She's a woman scorned, killed, right? And there's a lot of, well, male villains that wants to do something to her. Anyway, so she says, forget it. I don't need answers. And he says, ouch. All the Chinese algebra in the world doesn't make a bullet work. He's too fast. I'm going to die again without knowing the answers. I guess nobody ever really does, do they? Why am I here? Only one reason in the world, Eliza. Well, he's punching her silly. Well, bloody. To kill you. And the ghost can bleed too. And that leads us to the next issue, which is the conclusion. And I have a feeling that this guy's coming back into this comic later, right? And this is one of their many villains. Looks great. I mean, it really looks great. This is the next issue. Like I said, this is the signature the A and the H, and Mark Farmer. Guys, let me know what you think about this. Is this something that you want to see a little bit more or not? Oh man, I remember this. There are these cards from back in the day. Never had a thing with it, but you know, I like the art. Yeah. So Ghost 2. Did you read it? Do you want it? There's omnibuses, by the way. Check that out if you want to see more. We're going to do a couple of them. See you in the next video, guys. Bye-bye.